Okay, y'all, I don't know if this is about to be like a really weird reading or not. We'll see, because something bizarre, I'm going to say it just happened, but really I just kind of discovered that it happened because I heard it happen way earlier in the night. It's like ungodly early right now. And I was getting up to like have my coffee and then work out. And then I saw what made a particular noise that I heard last night. I thought it was just the cats like knocking things over. No, when I got up, I found a book kind of in the middle of the hallway. And the book it's like a biography about Aleister Crowley. And it was like just turned down face up, and I saw it and I was like, oh no. And it was like flipped, like the book was like laying on a specific page. Now, why that's weird is that this book was not down here. It was like all the way upstairs. And so I thought when I heard this noise that the cats like had knocked over something. I was like, something sounds like they knocked over paper or something like that. If the cats knocked this book, like they would have had to have gone all the way upstairs into the bedroom, onto a particular bed, knocked it down from the bed, and then knocked it all the way downstairs. Like that's what would have had to happen. And I have actually had like, I think they're called it's like an apport or an apportation, when something just like drops out of the sky. I've had that happen 2 other times in my life, and obviously I can't prove any of that. I have no film, like I have nothing, okay? You just like, trust me, bro. My sources trust me, bro. I had it happen once with an earring with my ex-husband, and that it just kind of like dropped out. That one I saw, like that's the only one that I saw for a fact happen, and he saw it too. And then after that, it was like years and years later, it was in this house. It was like a can of like, it was bug spray or something. And I was all the way upstairs, and it sounded like something dropped from a long way down. I do have like high ceilings in this place. It's like, it sounds like something fell off of a really high shelf and hit the floor downstairs. I was like, oh, well, it's probably the cats knocking something off one of the shelves. And so I sat up, and both of the cats were in the bed with me at the time. And I was like, okay, that's weird. And at the time I was doing like a much heavier, like daily occult practice, like ritual practice. It was very, very structured. So it's not that much of a stretch that some odd things would be going on if you believe in that sort of stuff. Okay. Like things were kind of like moving from one place to the other place. There was one instance like that I thought was super cool, but it was like creepy as well, of like accidental like bilocation that happened between like me and my father. My father saw me, he called me up, like I was in the middle of a particular ritual, and in the middle of the ritual I got distracted, and I thought, you know, I really have to call my dad and blah blah blah. And it's like, okay, well, focus, because you need to finish this ritual. And before the ritual ended, my phone had started ringing because the phone was in the room, and I was like, don't stop being distracted, finish the ritual. And then when I finished the ritual, I had saw that my dad had called me. And when I called him back, he was like on the phone, kind of like weirded out and panicked. He was like, did you just stop by the house? Like you were just outside the window, like calling my name. And I was like, no, I am not over at your house. And he was like, but I heard you outside. I saw you at the window calling for me. And I was just like, like it's cool, but it's also like, So it's like it's important to have focus when you're doing like actual structured rituals, okay? It's a little bit less important, though I don't want to dismiss it, when it's just like some light manifestation. When you have a lot of structure on what you're doing, it's like, it can be a really bad thing to get distracted. That's why focus is so important when it comes to magic, especially very, very structured magic. So I'm saying all of that just to say that these sorts of instances, well, I mean, I guess it is out of the ordinary because they don't happen often, and I'm not doing any kind of, there's been a lot of weirdly organic, like I'm not doing any like super structured rituals right now, but I have been like going back and like reflecting on like certain events that have been transpiring in my life, and I was like, oh my God, that was like an organic freaking year-long ritual that just concluded, and I don't know what the effect of that's gonna be with like this particular person, and like I don't know. And so to me, at the moment, I personally am in like the aftermath of a particular ritual that was very regular. Like it's crazy how it was set up. When I went back and actually counted the times I had a specific interaction and what had happened and what was going on, and then the final one was like a year to the day of the first encounter, and something happened then, and I was like, oh, there's like an energetic thing that's going on right now, like what's happening? And so right now I'm kind of in the aftermath of that, and if there's gonna be like any particular like larger result, like it's sort of like that's either gonna happen or it's not gonna happen, and I have no idea like what it's gonna be. But if like a particular passage of time goes on for like too long, like it'll just go away, and then like I don't know, things will just like reset or whatever, and then like I would have to go through this particular ritual again. But it wasn't on purpose. I didn't even realize it was going on until after it had happened, and I was just like, oh, I should have been like paying way more attention to that. So I don't know if this is just like connected to like me personally, but it felt like something. Like I went to do a reading on the thing that is highlighted in this book, and then once I started going in to do the reading for myself, it was like, no, do the reading, like record the reading. And I was just like, okay. So the page that this is on, the page that was marked, it's page 234 of this book. And what I had highlighted at the time is a quote by William Blake, not Crowley. Cat psyop. The quote by William Blake is, "Sooner murder an infant in its cradle than nurse unacted desires. He who desires but acts not breeds pestilence." So there's some sort of circulating energy right now. And if it's happening for me, it would also be happening for you. Because remember, all of this stuff, when I'm doing a reading, that's a general reading, I'll miss specifics for y'all, right? But we will all, for the most part, like there's some things that I can tell when I'm reading them. I'm like, this has nothing to do with me. And there's sometimes when I'm giving a reading that's just like, oh, like part of this is like for me, but like not this part maybe. And so there are times when I will experience manifestations from the reads that I have given on the channel, but it's more like I can't explain it, but it's more minor because I'm reading for other people. It's not just for me. And so if I was only reading for me, it wouldn't benefit anybody else. However, when something is happening to me, that is going to fractally repeat for other people. Like while I am a unique person, it's sort of like nothing is ever just happening to me by myself. It's sort of like if I'm receiving a manifestation, then other people are also receiving a manifestation like at the same time. It's not going to be the same manifestation, but it will be a version of the same thing that I'm experiencing. Likewise, when y'all are receiving manifestations, I may be receiving them too. Okay, especially for people who like, when you very deeply resonate like with a reader or something like that, when you feel very connected to them, that can be a sign that that your fractal patterns, right, they are like entwined together, like they are kind of dovetailing in some sort of way. So we're using this deck at the moment because this is just, it's wild today, y'all. It's wild today. So this has something to do with unacted on desires. That could be from the, like I was thinking about, I was like, am I not acting on something? Like there's some minor things, but it's sort of like I can almost feel like Stas is freaking out. She's got the zoomies. I can almost feel like it's sort of like there's no pressure on it, or it's not the time. I don't know if I'm deluding myself about my personal things, but we're going to see in this read. Maybe I am. Maybe we are. But there's something that's not being acted on. And the energy is going to go bad on it. And typically when that happens, it has a negative effect on the person who is holding back, because that's like a significant energy blockage. When something is like supposed to be happening, because it's the truth, right? It has to be the truth. For you to really be having like negative consequences for something that you're not acting on, what that means is you are lying to yourself. And that's why I'm just like, I don't feel like I'm lying to myself at the moment. Like the things that I'm kind of like maybe procrastinating on a little bit aren't things that are like my deep truth. Like I have not had like a move of the spirit or anything like that on like this stuff. So I'm just like, I don't know. I don't think so. See, some things there's some sort of big action, y'all. There's some sort of big action, 10 of coins type action. The Fool, there's something that is supposed to happen. Judgment at the bottom of the deck. There's something that is supposed to be happening that like is currently like someone's holding back, or there's an obstruction. I don't know. But it's sort of like the Tao must flow. And like, if like, this is the type of stuff where like you're holding that back, that's where people can damage their bodies. They can damage their minds and all sorts of stuff. Okay. And so it's just like, if it's you, like you need to act. Like you're like, there's no way that you wouldn't know if it was you. So let's see what's going on here. Oh, it's the King of Cups. He came out in reverse. Again, it doesn't have to be a he, right? But this is about repressed emotion, or it can be if we're in line with the read, repressed emotion. So let's turn our little, no, okay, our King of Cups is upside down, in distress, girl. King of Cups is upside down. The World, like I said, something's supposed to be happening here. Something's supposed to be happening, and we have somebody in distress. It might have already happened. No, it hasn't already happened yet, but it's just like, ooh, y'all, this is like, let me look at this last card. Somebody, look at this. We got a King of Cups, right? The World and the Three of Cups. What is going on here is that like this world right now, right? We tend to look at that as like a cycle, or like when one thing ends, another begins, blah, 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 true. What this also is, this circle, that's like a portal. This King of Cups, whoever they are, is supposed to be, again with the cast. So this person, whoever they are, is supposed to be passing through a portal like into happiness, into the Three of Cups. And this person is like holding back. They're not doing it. And the thing is, it's going to close. It's going to close. And the thing is, it's like they're going to be separated from happiness. They're going to, I don't know for how long. Because the Three of Cups, I mean, like that can be a good time, but we might be talking about friendships. Like we could be talking about a lot of things at the moment, but it's sort of like the portal's only open for so long. So let's see. And it's not that they never open again, but like I said, like there is a certain, like once you've done the ritual and the portal opens, it's like you have to step, or you don't have to, but it's like the point is to step through the portal. Or else it's going to close and you're going to have to go through the ritual again. Now, if you perform structured magic, that might be a little bit arduous for you, but as long as you know the ritual, you can do the ritual again. You might have to wait for certain conditions or whatever, but the type of ritual that I was discussing, the ones that are like organic, that's like something that is like specifically tailored like by the forces, like you're not in control of it. And so that's not something that you can just, you know, magician your way with like it requires, that's something that like they're lining up specific people that are like the exact right match for the freaking thing that you're about to do. And it's sort of like, well, if you don't pass through, we have to wait for like another like all of these other people. Like those sorts of conditions are like even wilder when it's an organic thing. So it's just sort of like, ooh, that's unfortunate. Okay, the 9 of Cups. Okay, so whoever this is, they wished for this. This is something that they wanted, or they want, I don't know. This is y'all know. Does. I know. Well, what do you want me to do, Dash? There's magic going on. Can you, but can you go? I know. And this is why, if you see me like doing this, it's because they like brush up all against my face and then I just get cat hairs like all stuck in my face. Baby. Yeah, somebody's resisting the portal. Somebody's like, no, I'm not going through that. 5 of Cups. All right. Baby. Come on. 3 of Cups, the Devil and the Fool. That like, what's that devil? Come on, sweetie. There is something, stop. There is something that going through this portal and experiencing this 3 of Cups or whatever, it's sort of like, there's some sort of devil, there's some sort of, come on, we're done. There's some sort of negative thing, a lower force that this person would have to conquer in order to experience whatever this joy is. This is something that they requested, but now that it's here, it's something that they don't want to do. So someone's failing the final test currently. They haven't failed it outright yet, but they are in the process of failing it. What was this person's wish? Or what is this person? Well, I don't know, but like, see, people ask for stuff and then, you know. Yeah, it's manifested or it's manifesting. Well, whatever it is has manifested and now somebody has to like do something that they're not doing. It's like it's manifested, but in order to ground the manifestation, you have to do this. And this person's like, no, I'm not, like, I can't do that. I won't do that. Like, so they wished for some sort of ending. They wanted like a severe ending to something. The Lovers. And the 2 of Cups, this is like they wanted a particular relationship to end or type of relationship to end. With a dick witch. Somebody over here is prone to dick witchery. And so probably it can be a specific person that they're talking about or wishing like, I want this to end. Like, so this person is in the devil's stronghold with dick witches or one dick witch in particular, though it doesn't really matter because it's about a type. It's about a pattern. It's not really the person, whoever the energy is embodied by is irrelevant. They wanted to be out of that. They wanted it destroyed and gone from their life, okay? It's for like a real, so 2 of Wands under this Lovers, it's like, I want a relationship that I have never had before, likely something that's not toxic, or not like completely lust-based or something manipulative. Yeah, and this person got the all clear, the Chariot. So there is some form of like, because the thing is, in order to get out of that type of relationship, it can be extremely difficult to just transition from like a relationship with dick witches straight to like a healthy romantic relationship that is, you know, on a completely different structure. This person, whoever they are, would likely be better served. Like the Two of Cups is not exactly the lovers, okay? This person wants the lovers. They want that high level type of like soulmate, like deeply bonded, loving, loyal commitment. If this person has no experience with that, then they would first need, yes, the Three of Cups and the Two of Cups, which can be more. It can be like the precursor to the lovers, but it is more platonic. Like this person might actually just need a friend first. And then like after a particular friendship, it can be a friendship that grows into something else, or this person just needs a friendship and then they need to then move on into a romantic relationship with someone else entirely. And they can keep their friend or whatever. But so that's why this person is experiencing this turbulence, but it has to do with what they requested of the ending and what they requested instead of it. Like this person kind of went, I don't want that, I want this. But like the leap from here to there is drastic, but this person manifested it. They're like, here it is. And now that they are faced with that leap, it's like they want to fight it because it's scary or like whatever. So the devil you know is better than the devil you don't. It's the abyss, right? It is the abyss. But the way that this person has themselves now, it is that William Blake quote, unacted, better to murder an infant in the cradle than nurse like an unacted upon desire, because it breeds pestilence. And so that's why this person's in the Five of Cups, like the devil, Five of Swords. Okay. So can you give me some specifics about why what's going on with this person so that they're like, why are they fighting this? They're fighting this because, well, Five of Wands, Queen of Swords, Seven of Swords. What's going on is that this person is creating like their own scenarios. Like there's nothing actually going on right now in this person's real life. They are creating conflict within themselves. What they want has manifested. They have to walk through the portal to get it. And so what they're doing is sitting on the side that they have claimed they want to give the Ten of Swords to. And they're going, but if I go over there, then this. But if I go over there, then that. And this. So they're creating all this internal conflict to keep them. It's designed to keep them where they are. And so Five of Cups. The Seven of Wands is this Five of Wands, Queen of Swords, Seven of Swords. That's all self-deception. But this person would feel very like, Queen of Swords is very like, I have the right of this. I have the right of this. This person doesn't have the right of this, but they will trick themselves into believing that to keep themselves where they are. And then they will be in that Five of Cups because they aren't going to get what they want where they are. They're just going to keep getting dick witches. They're going to go back that like, well, I'm clearing all of this out. What is the best advice for the viewer? What can the viewer most take away from this, other than it's a manifestation lesson? I'm telling you, for most people, it's it's the magic mirror gate. We have a Queen of Cups here. I don't know if that's because the King of Cups has already come out and it's talking about the same person, or if this person has like a match. Best advice to the viewer. You might know, or I'm talking to the person who's not acting. The Queen of Cups is the King of Cups in the reverse in this situation would be a Queen of Cups. Someone who's just sitting there and not acting on the emotion. They're just looking at it when they should be acting. Yeah, man, it's just like, if I am talking to you personally, like, I don't know. There's something that, like, you have to decide on. There's something you have to decide on doing, and it's like, you are the one who is supposed to be acting. And it's like, you know that. You know what you're supposed to be doing right now, but you're sitting there. So I've got, in the first row, I'm not even holding it up, I don't give a shit. It's the Queen of Cups, 9 of Swords, 6 of Coins. So I am likely up at this ungodly hour with a book falling out of the sky, because there are a lot of people currently in this energy. That's why we're having paranormal manifestations, okay? We are having paranormal manifestations because the energy is weird. And it's weird because something is supposed to be happening that is not happening. And if it keeps going this way, we're going to continue getting paranormal manifestations until the portal closes. All right? And so it's like, so for the people who should be acting that aren't, they're going to be like in a really freaking intense inner turmoil, blah, blah, blah. For the people who aren't supposed to be acting, but should be receiving the action, they're going to be experiencing like weird crap like this. Okay, so something is supposed to be happening right now with like at least something on my, like, I do not know, y'all, but for real, like, I would not be giving the message unless this was happening to a lot of people. In order to have like a paranormal manifestation, that has to be a lot of energy, okay? Like, that doesn't just like, unless you're doing something, which I'm really not doing anything super focused right now, that doesn't just happen. Like, that doesn't just happen. There is a cause, actually, even though you can't see it. That's why it's not really paranormal at all. But it is weird to experience. You need to do something, sir, madam, and you already know what you need to do. You need to, like, it's like you don't want to do it, then why'd you ask for it in the first place? Hey, stop it. Yeah, you need to go. You need to go, Death. Like, you need to decide. You need to decide and you need to act. That's what needs to happen here. Firmly, one way or the other. You, like, the firm decision will, in fact, like, so if you decide not to do whatever it is that you called in, you just need to firmly decide that, and then the suffering will end, the portal will just close. You'll sever the connection. Or you need to decide to go through with it and then move through the portal and whatever. For as long as we're like doing the spiral, right? For as long as we're doing the spiral, like, you're gonna, like, whoever you are gonna be in like agony until you decide, until the portal just closes on you. If the portal closes on them through them deciding to take no action, what's up with that? You might get some kickback from that. You might get some energetic blowback. Yeah, man, no, like, look, you need to decide. Whoever you are, you need to decide. If you let it close on you, if you just sit there with your thumb up your butt, something's gonna happen to you. And it's because, whether you know it or not, you brought forces into this that aren't human. And when you do that, based on the strength of what you asked for and the fact that it manifested, if you just sit there and don't do anything, if you don't own it, you're gonna get like your shit kicked in some kind of way. 9 of Wands, 3 of Swords, you're getting something from that. But if you don't want that, you just need to decide one way or the other firmly, and likely you have to say it out loud, or you have to take very, very decisive action, one way or the other. So if this like, what's going to happen to the person on the other side, or the people on the other side, if this person thumbs up the butt? Nothing really. Like, y'all, if you are not the person who is supposed to be acting, y'all are protected. Yes, y'all are protected. Y'all are protected. The moon, strength, the moon, 8 of Swords, that's sort of like, you might get some weird shit. Like I said, you might get some books falling out of the sky. You might get some things like, you might get some minor poltergeist activity. It's not a being, it's because of whatever's going on here in y'all's energy, okay? So don't be, it's like, oh, it's a demon. It's not a demon. There's weird energy going on right now. But ultimately, besides those little like minor like poltergeist manifestations, y'all are protected from this. It's on this person who is currently not acting, okay? If I'm just going by how I feel at the moment, I'm gonna pull. We're gonna leave our little King of Swords out here. Because this person, I'm like reading something that somebody already knows. It's like they already know. But I'm out here. Based on my feelings, what I feel, it feels like this person is currently in the negative, and they are likely to remain in the negative. Oh, I just got a no on that. Like, I don't know, y'all. I feel it could be that I'm just like feeling the negativity at the moment, okay? But what it feels like to me is that this person's in the negative, and they're like, it feels so irritating because this person's extremely like stubborn or something. And so they're just gonna sit. They're gonna sit and they're gonna sit and they're gonna sit in their little shit, in their little shithole, a cat shitting in the litter box. They're just gonna sit in their shit and piss. That's what's in their energy. And they're gonna sit there until it blows up in their face. And then there's nothing they can do about it. And I would imagine, based on what's been requested, I don't know that that person's gonna be able to pull this off again. I heard a no on that. So it's just like, all right, tell me about this person's, based on what we know right now, this person's decision-making process, or these people. It's people. So y'all, before I pull this, I'm dead serious. If y'all start having like weird apparition, like if you get an apparition, weird noises, like electrical problems, shit failing on you electrically, like weird voices coming through like the TV, radio, phone, like just odd stuff, like stuff, sometimes objects that should be one place will be in another place. Don't freak out thinking that it's like demons or whatever. It's not demons. It's not even beings of the earth. It's because of the obstruction in the, like somebody's like literally blocking the Tao, and they're not going to be able to do that for long, one way or the other. So this person will likely move. They're going to see somehow where the happiness is, it's like they're going to see. I don't know. So right now, I would say if you're experiencing any bizarre sort of turbulence, this is why. Don't worry about it. And also at the moment, it looks like it's going to trend positively. What's waking this person up, or these people? And here's the thing, I need, like, if I am talking to the person who's supposed to act on other people in my collective, I need y'all to I do not want poltergeist activity in my house, because that's not going to be something that I can technically cleanse, because it's not, I don't know, I could probably set up, I don't feel like it, I'm so lazy, I'll just go through the manifestations, I don't give a shit. But like, if y'all could not, because this is happening, it's happening because whoever the people who are supposed to act are, they're up at night, or they're up when I'm asleep, and they're they're twisting the energy all up in their goofy, like, mental and spiritual spiral, because these people's spirits are in conflict over this crap, and it's manifesting in my house. And likely a lot of other people's houses too. Like, oh my God, what's waking these people? What's causing these people to finally decide and move? They're just having a realization. The Star, the King of Wands, and the Queen of Okay. This person's coming to Jesus, okay, in the metaphorical sense. They are receiving, like, their enlightenment, and it's looking like they're gonna move. So we got to put it all back so I can do the final advice outcome. Good Lord. I actually do. Besides that, this is also a sign for me of an unacted upon desire, that there's like some writing that I actually need to like get back on and get out. And so it's just like, I was gonna like have my coffee and work out, but now I'm just like, probably what I should do is just, because obviously I take a shower after I work out. I should just take the shower and work on the writing. I got a yes on that. And maybe work out tomorrow. Because I'm not denying truth with that thing that's like my sign. But it's a little nudge that like, hey, you need to actually be working on this right now. You've worked on this thing enough. You've got enough, or like I've got enough momentum on like my physical stuff, physical training, and I need to come back like to creative. I need to like work out that balance with the writing and everything else. All right. Will y'all just sit pretty? Not if you're supposed to act. Like, these are the people I'm talking about who are supposed to be receiving action. Yes, okay. So final advice outcome, the Magician. The magic is going down. There's our King of Cups at the bottom of the deck in the upright. Maybe reaching some sort of decision here to like, you know, take their little action that's in line with the Tao, okay? And move your stupid bugging ass. So final advice outcome, we have the Empress, the King of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. Happy days are here again. Likely, like, so the Four of Wands is also 1111 or a portal, right? This is a threshold. It is likely that these people are going to go through a threshold. Empress, King of Pentacles, that is very abundant, okay? But like I said, it's the king that this person is got. Whoever that Empress is, Empress, Emperor, I'm just saying, if you are a man, you're showing as the Empress because it's the woman who would need to act, okay? Not you. And so you're in the Empress. You're supposed to just sit there and you would know if that was you. Yeah, this person, the one who is supposed to act has the other person who they have manifested by insurmountable, I can't even begin to express to you when it's something organic like that, how like perfect the timing and the act, like it's something that literally only God can do. Only God can do this. And God has fucking moved in someone's life and someone's not, oh my God, the wrath that this person would like incur. And so like, God is like, you will have no rest, sir, madam, until you get up off your fucking ass and make a decision either which way. But you've got to just like, get the fuck out of my face. And so this person, whoever the King of Pentacles is, they are thinking about whoever that Empress is. And they know the exact material actions that they have to take in order to create this lover's situation that they wanted in the first place. They know what they have to do. And so, I mean, it's likely that they're going to do it, and they have whatever they need to do it as well. Yes. Wait, what is that? It's like stable. I don't know how I feel about this energy, but it's almost sort of like this person is going into the thing that they want and ask for, like kicking and screaming, like almost Jesus. But there is something about like no rest, like there will be no rest for you unless you are in this position. And I'm telling you, it's because of the way this person manifested this. It's like, if you hold back from this, like, you're toast. That's what that means. And likely that's what that person is like understanding. And it's coming around like, I don't know, how should like the Emperor, Empress feel about that? Like, I know how I would feel about that. Like, and it's kind of like, well, if it was me, I wouldn't want that. Yeah, it's just repeating. Like I got the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. It's like trending. The Tao is for this person to move. Like, all I can say is that. That's the Tao. That is the truth. It is literally against God for this person not to move. And so, like I said, it seemed like it was trending towards positive action and like whatever, but like the message is just sort of repeating now that this person has like a decision to make. That's the point that we are at now. This person has in fact not yet decided, and that's why the weirdness is going on. It is likely they will decide to go with what is true, but like I said, like I can't guarantee that. People have free will. All I can say is that if this person does the thumb up the butt thing, or something else, it's like y'all aren't going to be negatively impacted by that. All of the like the bad karma or whatever would be on that other person's side. Can we get some positive encouragement? If I do happen to be talking to like a person on the receiver end who is not the actor, encouraging words for them. Because regardless of whether you're not getting like negative karma for something, this is just like a weird situation. And I can feel it. It's like weird. Likely you're going to be hearing from whoever this person is, but it's sort of like, For real, y'all, like, when I say I would not be expecting too much from this person, it's not that whoever this is like some kind of hopeless case, but I am telling you right now, because it's the Two of Cups, a Four of Cups, Two of Cups, and I had this Five of Coins, and when I checked on the Five of Coins, I got the Nine of Cups. It's sort of like this person is acting in spite of their own current poverty. That's why it's hard for this person to act. It's because of like, I don't know, I guess maybe this person didn't really understand what they were asking for when they asked for it. And so what I would say is, when this person comes towards you, like, it's probably way more like useful. Seven of Coins, it's like, this is a long-term thing. I would say keep it friendly with this person, because I just don't see them in a place where they can like jump into this like lovers scenario. Like, I just don't. So I would be in a lot of compassion. If you have like hardcore expectations of whoever this is, I would really like detach from that. It's almost sort of like your own desires like can't be imposed on this person, because like they're just like, it's like just making the contact is like an astounding effort here for them. And it doesn't have anything to do with you, is what I want to say. I was just thinking about this because I was doing some journaling about some like changes that I want to make in my own life. And it like always, typically you have to like go back and reflect on like other things that are making the changes difficult. And so one of the things that I realized, I was like, well, because of like this and this, it's made me feel this particular way whenever I have tried to do this in the past. Like, this is how I feel now. And so that's why I'm tired. I kind of really like don't want to do it. Like, I have a negative expectation for an outcome because I kind of don't want to deal with like this result again. And the sort of thing that ended up coming to me was people rejecting God does not and cannot diminish God. So what I would say is, if someone comes towards you, because the only thing that like somebody needs to do is step through this threshold and leave the place that they were before. It's not any sort of like, oh, well, you have to be in a particular relationship with another person, blah, 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 even if that's what the person asked for, like, to begin with. If you feel like someone is coming towards you who's not ready, and it's obvious that they're not ready, and you like feel like that is saying something about you, it's not. It's saying something about them and where they are. People rejecting God cannot diminish God. People are simply not ready to step into reality. Okay, so somebody's rejection of you, unless you've like seriously looked at something, right? Unless you bathed in a particular way, or like, I don't know, you don't bathe, or like, you know, that kind of stuff. Like, as long as we're being honest about all of that. If you've done like a ton of internal work and like, you know, really invested in yourself, and like, you can self-reflect and be like, I may not be, right? Like, the most perfect person on the earth, like super hot, whatever, but I'm a decent person, okay? Like I do a lot, I've got a lot of great qualities and blah, 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 and I like myself. If you can say that and you are acting in your authenticity, then it's not about you. It's about whoever these other people are. And sometimes like that can be kind of like a head fuck sort of a thing, when you're a really, like, I'll just say great person, when you're a really great person, you can have a lot of people around you reacting to you negatively and actually trying to put you down, or they will like purposefully like go and like, they'll try and like compliment another person who's like not even anywhere close to where you are, and they'll be giving like them like all of these compliments and attention. They might even like put you down. It's a head fuck, because what's going on is people are sort of like rejecting like your positivity because like they can't handle it or whatever. And so like, it's like they want to deny it or like diminish it if they can to make themselves feel better. And so like, I know that really, really sucks, but you just have to like stay aware about it, that that's unfortunately how people tend to react. Whoever this person is, this person, like, seriously, if this is y'all and I'm resonating with you, this person really just needs to like talk. This person needs a friend. This person is not in any sort of a space to be any sort of like partner at all. Like this, but like I would even say, like, because this is manifested or whatever, if this person is talking to you about some sort of like significant grief or whatever, I would encourage you to encourage this person to seek some sort of actual like help, depending on what this person's telling you about, because you can't, that's that little weirdo, like twin flame, like empath and the crap, okay? If you don't want to get sucked into some fucking bullshit where it's like, oh, and you're the only one who can heal this person because you're just like this super powerful light worker, and no, you can be a friend to this person. You can care about them. You can be there for them, but you would have to be doing that freely with no expectation of any sort of like commitment from this person within the context of like a romantic relationship. This person needs a friend. This person likely needs multiple friends, and they need people on their side who like are encouraging them towards like healthy crap, okay? Which would include, depending on what this person's talking about, an expert, okay? That's where we are with whoever this is. I don't know why this would have manifested. Why? Tell them that it's human nature. Why? Okay, like I just want to know why this is, like, if we can know, like, why this has manifested in this particular way. You know, sometimes you just have a soul mission. Likely because this is towards the benefit of this person and likely yourself as well. Let's see here. I think it's because of like how this person requested something. Yeah, the reason why this is manifested this way, it's due to the other person. Because this Ten of Swords is back again. It's sort of like this person manifested like intensely, and so now they have this intense result that really they're kind of not equipped to handle. But it's likely, right, like with this Page of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, it's sort of like once they make that initial step, they'll get like caught up in a specific sort of like positive flow, but right now it's kind of uncertain with this moon. It's uncertain. But they're, you know, like, things will be realized. Like, the truth will out. It usually does. And I still, like, I feel like I want to say something. Like, I feel like I want to say something. Oh my God, we've been here for almost an hour. But I just feel like I want to say something, like, more definitive about this, because all of this is, like, weird. It's weird and messy. Which probably means this is reality. Okay? This is reality, okay? So like, I don't know, like travel the world and everybody's gonna have $1 million and like amazing sex and like, oh, and he's gonna marry you in like 2 days and everything's just going so splendidly. It's like, that's not real. For the most part, it's not real. I even know somebody who has a version of that story right now. They have it right now. And if you're on the outside looking at it, it looks exactly like that fairy tale. But like once you start talking to the person, it's not that anything's like wrong. Like it's the person themselves, the one who like manifested it. I'm just like, you're gonna mess it up. You're gonna mess it up, and I can't do anything about it. No. But it's just not like there's a reality to that story that also includes a certain level of dysfunction, is what I'm saying. So hopefully I get like a clear statement here on this. This person, the King of Cups, we've come full circle. So this is the final statement. We've got the Three of Coins, the King of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. It is likely this person will be taking action in line with the Tao in order to come in and build something here. Some form of relationship, some form of connection. But like I said, ultimately what this person would need to see, like I would guess based on their past history, is people, maybe a number of people with this like Three of Coins that actually care about them before they could even come to a place where they could have what they actually want. And so with that being said, let us officially close the read with the perennial words of the highest authority. Happy painting. God bless, my friends.